Okay. So apart from that, any other stocks or anything, or shall we just quickly do our sector review and all?
Yeah, I want to know about banks because that is definitely SBI and ICICI Bank.
Okay.
And in terms of trades, I added, I only bought, I have 8600 put, 8400 put. Then I added to my spot position on Mindtree, on Tata Power,
Okay.
then Bharat Forge,
Okay.
and Network 18.
Say again.
Bharat Forge and Network 18.
Network 18. Okay. Network 18. I haven't heard that company for a long time. Okay. So you've been tracking that?
Yeah, I have been tracking that. Remember we discussed some 2-3 months back, and I have position in.
Yeah. No. I remember we discussing, but we didn't track it after that much.
Yeah.
Cool. Network 18. Okay. Fine. We'll discuss all those. Can you see my screen?
We can yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something.
No, we can review our standard stocks like Bharat Forge, Arvind.
Fine. We'll do that. So.
And also some of the long and short calls what we had given on Saturday.
Sure, we'll do that. So I think first thing today is, of course, our RBI policy. I'm not sure what the market was expecting. But there was a 0.5% cut in SLR. That is your statutory liquidity ratio. So interest rates, I don't think anybody expected them to be coming down. So the SLR cut means there's more liquidity in the system and there's more money to be lent out. It's part of the compulsory deposit that banks have to keep with the RBI, which has come down. So that's the main thing. Apart from that, I don't know if any major news or events happen. If you are aware of anything, then just put it out. I'm not aware of anything particularly.
No, but all the banks actually went down, right? Especially Axis and all of them have come down.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether.
I was under the impression that's all because of.
Sorry, go ahead.
It could have been the other way around. Right? No, it was. I expected this RBI policy to actually, boost things up.
Yeah, but that's exactly the lessons that we have to learn, that ultimately the market does what it does and we just have to follow the market. We can have our expectations on one side, but sometimes you'll see this. I mean, we've all seen this. I think Madhu, Balki, I at least in the past. So the SLR got cut and the market has gone up. Sometimes SLR got cut and the market went down. Now, why? Don't ask. I really don't have an answer. That's the thing about the market. You look and wait for the event, and then those of us who are quick, or you use things like SLTP orders, trigger orders, and all. One could have perhaps done an intraday trade today. Right. So the thing is, the event. How does the market react to that event is sometimes one enigma, and all. Okay. Any results or anything? Anybody? Is there anything?
Sorry, Musa, can you repeat?
No, I was just saying if there's anything apart from this banking stuff, about any company results or anything, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there are a lot of results last 2-3 days.
Yeah, so anything major or anything specific that we want to discuss, then put it out.
Bharat Forge was very good. I think
Okay.
Bharat Forge was good. Exide was not so great.
Okay.
And today I think TVS Motor was not so good.
Okay.
I don't know. There are a lot of results. Lupin. Today there were.
No.
PNB was not good.
No results. I know there are lots. I'm just saying if there are anything specific results that we are interested in, or any stocks that we are holding which were impacted by results. And
yeah, Bharat Forge is one. Bharat Forge is one, and definitely for banking stocks, I think ICICI was not good last week.
Yeah.
Then Bank of Baroda was not good last week. Today PNB was also not good. That also got some suffering.
Right. So anyhow, all right. Okay, so looking at the Nifty, can you all see Nifty on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, just as expected, the move downwards continues. We talked about the return line in the previous IMR. It went there, came down, and at least from the support, I think this 8,630. I doubt whether it's going to, really turn up before it comes there. At least on an intraday basis, I would think 8,630 is going to be tested. And if that breaks, of course, then I think all the way to 8,400 is definitely possible. I mean, just in the nature of the markets, if we just take the bigger view, even if it doesn't come, I think, all the way down, even if it has to come halfway down, then we're talking about 8,600. That's about 100 to 120 points below where the Nifty is right now. So, hey, Bobby. Right. So,
Hey. Hi.
so I would think that still some downside is to be expected. There could be a skyward wave today, tomorrow, or whatever. Sorry, tomorrow, day after. But I think till 8630 comes, I wouldn't take any long positions on the Nifty. So short positions on a bounce, yes, but not any long positions as of now. Then coming to sector stocks, sector indices. Sorry. So Bank Nifty went down. I would say we have a really nice evening star right now. We have the shooting star, evening star, and the continuation of that move. This window is there, so 19,000 on the Bank Nifty. Till then, so we're talking another 380, 400 points down. I think that's definitely worth trading. Notice how yesterday this went to a high of 19,991, 20,000 basically, psychological resistance, and then came down yesterday. And today also the high was 19,963 and then came down. So at least till 19,000 on the Bank Nifty I would expect, and then we would review. 18,500, 18,600, fairly decent support, and I think we have to wait for that and see whether that breaks or not. Now, one of the things I look for, and I think that's healthy for the markets, is that you need to have corrections on all time frames. So I've shifted this to weekly now, and on the Bank Nifty, except for this weekly candle, we are now getting this, of course, it's a candle in progress, but we've never had more than one and one here, now maybe two, and you need to get weekly corrections, like this, 3 weeks in a correction or 3 weeks a correction. And that's not happened right from October of last year. So I think a weekly type correction is a time correction sort. In other words, is to be expected at some point or the other. So again, 18,500 here, and if that breaks, then maybe 17,500 on the Bank Nifty. And the way the banks are falling, then I think fairly reasonable expectation to have banks come down more. Right. Okay. So BSE Power next. Very, very nicely has come to that support resistance that we have spoken about, and from here we'll have to see where it goes. Could be a very good buying level, but I would wait and watch for at least a day or two, because if it breaks, then another 100 points, 5%. That 5%. Yeah. 5% correction in power stocks could happen, but on the other hand, this could really be a good place to enter them, right? So one of the things we mentioned about all this power, banks, infra, real estate was, what the RBI policy would be. So that's now out of the way. We had our interest rate cut, we've had our SLR cut, and unless Raghuram is up to really, sort of shocking the markets with surprise announcements left, right, and center, I don't think we are going to expect anything in the days ahead, except, so now what's left is our budget, right, and the launch on that. So RBI is out for now. Realty, alright, good, very small correction actually, and I would think that shows strength, so just continuing to confirm that maybe, not maybe, I would now say definitely, that's a space to, I think, look at buying and building a portfolio. And okay, Sharia index, showing this because there's a head and shoulder here, textbook one, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakdown, and a very nice test today, just exactly to the neckline, 21-day moving average, etc., and has come down. So textbook, that's right, otherwise it's not a sector in itself. IT struggling at the life high, and I think till you get clarity, it's better not to take any fresh long positions in IT. So yeah, nothing much else. So again, to also add that there is no weakness as such in IT. Nice lower shadow, nice recovery today, and it's itching to break out, I would say, but wait for that breakout and then decide. Also, for those of us who know Bollinger Band, you can see that it has left the upper Bollinger Band. So that's another sign of weakness. But of course, it's the double top at the life high, and we just wait and watch. CNX mid cap. Okay, so clearly mid cap also struggling today. All right, then Nifty Junior, same thing. Nothing much to say there. CNX Energy. Oh, this is interesting. Energy has gone up. Anything? What happened to crude oil or something? I wonder what contributed to it.
Reliance went up, I think. Reliance and ONGC went up.
Okay, Reliance I thought was on account of that payment bank thing they came out. ONGC. I saw ONGC go up and I was wondering, has oil gone up or is just really rally? So
No, oil has gone up actually, crude.
how much? Any idea?
How much?
Actually, one of us should have
Exactly.
Investor open and keep it on your second screen if any of you have it, because crude will be there. Of course, that's in rupees, but still. So infra, by the way, so very interesting. I think we have a pennant forming here. Very unusual to get it in a index. That's a pennant, all right. And we all know the implication of that. We have a half mass pattern very clearly. Of course, I don't have volumes on this, but 3050 to 3350, 300, 10%. Another 300 point move, 8% could easily happen. So infra stocks, what's in this list? ABB, DHEL, Bharti. Oh, it's a big bunch. I really don't know which ones contributed to this. And I think this list would have changed. Might be a little old. So infra stocks, flag. I wish this was a traded security. Would be nice. Then pharma. Okay. Weakness, nothing significant. It could just be a small correction. Wait and watch. Wow. So PSU banks have fallen much more than the private sector banks, clearly. I mean, if you were to compare benchmark and bank nifty versus this, you could clearly make out then. So PSU banks clearly suffering and could possibly be still shorting opportunities, though I think the really big one opportunities have probably missed us in terms of Bank of Baroda and PNB. Is SBI result out? Does anybody know? State Bank of India?
No, not.
When is that?
It's still not announced.
Wow, so that might be a big thing to watch out for. I think on that day at least everybody is going to be glued to the TV, all the traders at least. And you could see either, I think, who knows, you know, after both BOB and PNB are fairly big banks. And if that is setting the tone for SBI, and if SBI comes with equally bad results, it could really be a disaster. So I think it'd be good to find out when SBI results are. And
February 13th now, Musa.
Feb 13th, is it? What day is that?
Yes. Friday.
Okay, so that's next week.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see what happens that day. Okay, so banks, PSU banks especially, still I think can be shorted. It's coming to lifetime high, but yeah, support there, you have it. So that will be a level to watch out for. But the way it's going down will probably break and then 3,700. So we're talking about almost 8% correction further on PSU banks. Service, leave that. Wix, leave that. Okay. Autos. So this is actually tempting to call this a flag, actually, the way it's evolving, but somehow probably a little too ambitious to call it that. But if that does break out, under the circumstances, the overall market in that would really be a surprise. When we're looking at almost a 2,000 point rally, and that's almost 10% on the auto stocks. I can't think of anything that is a trigger right now. There is a photo capture of a Tata new hatchback to replace the Indica being tested in Pune. And that might come out in the AMT, etc. versions and all, but that's probably at least a few months away. Apart from that, can't think of triggers for auto at this point. Okay. Consumer durables, interesting. Not really a green rectangle, but you've got a shooting star. Capital goods. Oh, capital goods. This definitely looks like a flag to me. I think infra, capital goods, and power. Looks like that's the place to be. And maybe we should be dumping banks. I don't know. Just thinking out aloud. Not a recommendation. If one is looking at long positions, then this is as good as it gets. We have a nice move from 1550 to 1750, 2000 points, and then another 2000 points from here will take it to almost 20,000. And let's see where that is.
Yeah, infra and capital goods are almost the same.
Yeah. So if that clears, which it has cleared, so this is a 5-year resistance it has cleared. I really think the next move is only up to life high. So until and unless something major happens in terms of the government boots up on budgetary policy, I don't think it will do. I really think capital goods is definitely a place to be in, infra and realty. FMCG, all right, green today. All right. Healthcare, MSCNX, BSC metals. Metals still struggling, though there is a massive divergence now. It's just growing. This divergence both on MACD and RSI. And today we had a green candle on metals. SSLT did well today. I just really watch for this. I think the 10,700 metals to break out. If one is looking for underdogs in the market, then metals are the ones to look at, right? But if that 10,000 breaks on, or rather, how much is this? 9,800 breaks, then you would have a quick fall to 9.5 or 9. Yeah. Okay. So that is as far as metals are concerned. Cap. Okay, that's it. Public sector units doing nothing. And small cap. Look at the small caps definitely showing strength. We never look at those stocks. I think we should do one session where we do only small cap index stocks. Bobby, yes, I have a whole list of them.
Yeah, the couple of articles I've come across in magazines and online where the FII interest in small caps and mid caps is increasing.
Okay.
Because and I really feel that if you really put in decent effort to just on maybe either small caps or mid caps or both, there'll definitely be some golden picks. And I personally feel that over the next 6 months, sometime every week for each person should be dedicated to that as a team. That's what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of it to go through, so but it should be done consciously. It should be like brushes people in the sense that okay, small cap or mid caps, pick a few and discuss it, kind of a thing.
I think let's put this down on the agenda for next week, because what I want to do and what I'm really getting a little anxious about in the mentorship program is that so we've been doing a good amount of talking, and the market's just been doing its own thing, and we haven't really come to a point of doing this portfolio construction and all. But I think fine, let's just see all these other modules taking their time to fall in place, like Elliott Wave and Doe and advanced FA and stop losses or not. We'll deal with that later as and when that happens. But I think let's start focusing on maybe constructing 3-4 distinct different portfolios and then keeping track on them. What do you say? And those who want to take your positions, you do that.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so I think broadly, I don't know, I'll be inviting everybody's opinions on this. So one will definitely look at the small cap and niche things that Bobby keeps finding for us. I think that's no, seriously. I mean, I think that what he says is right. There are a lot of gems there and we just don't read it. It's not there even in the business papers. And here he is actually finding it and we haven't really paid the attention it deserves. At least I haven't, I'll admit that. So that's one group.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason I was, there are a couple of articles I've come across. One is in a magazine, I think called, I'll give you the magazine names of the articles. The other is online and newspapers and all. Also, it's been mentioned that the FIIs, they're actively showing interest in a lot of, I can tell you off the top of my head, I can tell you names like facilities engineering, Clarent Chemicals, Fluidomat, and quite a few that I've come across.
Can you post these articles on the mentorship group? Or have you already done that?
Some of them are magazines. The Times of India one, I should have it with me somewhere.
Okay, wherever.
I'll just check it and I'll.
Do we have we don't have this thing, no? A section on Evernote for all this? I mean, in terms of, we've got it for stocks, but we don't have it for this sort of thematic discussions. Maybe we should look at that. Right.
No, but you can put it on the Evernote, no problem. You can make it this one, and you can put it on the Evernote.
No, I'm just talking about from an organizing all that info perspective. So fine, we'll do that. So I don't know, Bobby, are you doing much on Evernote?
What I did is the thing is I keep digging, and I like I told you before, no. So now what I've done is I've got one on my bookmarks, and I've written down in my notebook. I haven't really put it across online and things. There's one mail I feel you guys should look at. The mail I sent today or yesterday on the Indian Railways. Has anyone gone through?
Opportunities.
Yeah, opportunity maybe.
Yeah. Okay. No, I saw that, but I didn't go through it. We'll do. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we should have more of these meetings now. Okay.
I suggest you take a look at this because it might be like the multi-base thing.
Okay, fine, got it.
I mean, multi-base is an excellent thing, which I didn't really act upon, but
Did you act upon it
this is
today
again.
at least?
I'm sorry.
Did you act on multi-base today at least?
But that's the thing. See, when I wanted to buy it, it was 104. Now it's 300 or something.
Okay, so what's the
I don't know. That's the thing.
what's the thing for multi-base? Why is it not here?
It should be the BSE.
Ah, brilliant. Okay. Okay, go on with the other ones. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you can check this.
Let's discuss this later. So just let me put out the big stuff. So one is all these small cap and Bobby's ideas. I think they're all nicely together. And then we will look at our F&O stocks, and in that both from a spot perspective and derivative perspective. And I think that's more than enough for now. And I think we should look at mid caps also. So one small cap thing, one mid cap thing, and on the large cap thing, both for derivatives and for small cap. So that makes it 4. I think that's more than enough, no? Nobody is replying. Okay. So this is multi-base, what Bobby was saying. So you saw it when it was 150. It is now $300. And
it was 104 when I won.
So it's 3 times more. Okay. Sorry, not to.
Thing is now. Yeah, I'll have. But actually, Madhu, you can just check up on this company too.
Okay, so this is looking like.
Yeah. Okay.
It looking like an extended flag. All right. So it's got all the features. It's a little too long for a flag, but definitely it has the features of it. Going up on good volumes wherever consolidates. 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here. maybe who knows more, but the volumes are clearly low. And then of course check the results, and if that happens, I think 350 easily is on the cards. Right. But just coming back to what Bobby said in terms of FII interest, I probably am suspecting that the FIs have now decided to probably look deeper and down in the Indian market, because finding value and finding good stocks in the large cap, mid cap has become that much more difficult. So I think it's just going to be a trend for the weeks and months and who knows years ahead. So even that, which was sort of an untouched space by them, is something that they are perhaps going to pay a lot of attention to, and that's where the multi-baggers will be, right? Not so much in the large cap. So tracking FI activity in the small cap space itself would be a really good way of finding gems potentially. Okay, so let's go back to what we were discussing. BSE small cap. Okay, yeah, so I was saying this is definitely showing strength, sort of triple top from October last, and on the weekly chart, definitely it's just consolidating. It's really doing nothing else. There's no weakness in my opinion, and we could see a next big jump in I think small caps in the next 1 or 2 months, that's for sure. I don't think it'll be beyond beyond April, and we have a really nice ascending triangle over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and yeah, definitely a place to look at. Okay, so that's it as far as the sectors are concerned. What are the specific stocks we wanted to look at?
Musa, I had a look at the stocks comprising of the CNX Infra and BSE Capital Goods.
Okay.
So Infra, the main concerns are L&T, Bharti Airtel, Power Grid, NTPC, BHEL, Idea, Adani Ports, Tata Power, Siemens, Reliance Communication.
Okay.
And Capital Goods is
Capital Goods is? Okay.
Capital Goods is L&T, Crompton Greaves. Highest is L&T, which is 60%. This is a little 1 year old, but highest is L&T, Crompton Greaves, BHEL, Siemens.
Right.
So the common ones are, I think, L&T and BHEL. I think these are the two highest weightage in both of them. Then of course Bharti Airtel is there, but I think that is there only in CNX Infra. It is not there in BSE CG.
Right. Okay. That's infra, yeah, telecom infrastructure, that sort of thing, but it's not a capital good, that's for sure. So yeah. Okay.
And power is primarily, biggest is NTPC, Power Grid, Tata Power, again BHEL.
Yeah. So this is L&T, almost at a life high and doing a flag, I think, in my opinion. Not really textbook in terms of here is all my other indicators go. Okay. Right. Okay. So not a big fall in volume, but so that way not a typical flag, but nevertheless would be a pennant to watch out for. And L&T definitely has the capability of you could call this a flag or a pennant, either way it's fine. Some announcements in the budget or whatever about infrastructure, big bang stuff, and 1500 to 1750, 250 points, that was like 15%. 250 points, L&T definitely makes a new life high. 2,000 bucks next target. I'll stick my neck out on L&T and say one thing: those who are willing to take the risk now, you should go long on futures on this for the next 2-3 months. And then if you want to protect it, then do what you like with protection in terms of stop losses or buying puts. All right.
Musa, it is result is on 9th Feb.
Feb is what day? Monday. Oh, Monday is a live trading day. Anthony, please remember to track LNT on that day. Okay, so good. Hey, actually, all of you have mentorship group. So there's a live trading session on Monday for the EQNS. You guys want to come? Come.
Okay.
Okay. So your last day of EQNS part 1. So let me know if you're coming.
Yeah, it's a good idea, huh? Balki sir.
Yeah, you are back on Monday?
I'm back and we have F&O class also, so I'll continue.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, that was good talk. So what are the stocks we wanted to look at? You had a list, no?
Yeah, what about SBI, ICICI Bank?
Oh yeah, the banks. So SBI.
And also Axis Bank.
So this is SBI.
Banks of the
So I think, SBI.
Musa, if I forget, what was that level you mentioned of the Nifty? The low level you said, weekly correction of
8300.
8300. Okay.
What you're doing, writing it down. What are you going to do with it?
No, I didn't hear that, I'm probably sorry.
Okay. So State Bank of India, I think clearly being beaten down along with the other, its brothers and sisters. So Bank of Baroda, that went down. PNB, that went down. And like I was saying, I don't think this should be a surprise. If those two have suffered badly, it will really be an amazing thing to see that SBI did not suffer. So of course there's an event risk attached, but and it's not far or very close to its 100-day exponential moving average. And then at around 285 could easily happen. You're talking about 15 rupees lower. I would definitely not be buying it. I might even consider shorting it. But on 9th I would be very, very careful about what's the results and see. Should be able to do strangles or straddles maybe on Friday. IVs could be high, but that's an opportunity to look at. Or if it's, an order, the results are during market hours, let's put trigger orders and see, Okay, so that's...
Musa, you missed about Delhi results. That is other event risk.
when is that?
That is on 10th.
Yeah, good.
On 10th.
Next day, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. On 10th Feb. Okay. SBI on 9th. And what was the other one? LNT, yeah? On 13th?
LNT on, SBI on 13th, LNT on
9th, huh?
LNT on 9th, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's my view on SBI. I think it's going to head it to 285, 280, and then on the event we'll have to see. ICICI, okay, it's down from its life high. Close to support. So put bottom out at 340, and however, definitely going down on high volumes, and the result was also out. So we'll just wait and maybe even short 340, and then so that's the view on SBI.
Did you say short at 340?
No, it's a short now. Not now to 340, 335. But the thing is, it's, after three big candles like this, you get a bounce. If you get a bounce to 365, that would probably be a good time to short. Okay. But my target for that is 335, 340 as of now. 335, 340 is not too far from where it is. 340 already. $10. If it breaks that, then I think 310, 315. and Axis Bank. Definitely showing strength. All these are smaller bank, IndusInd Bank, Yes Bank. They definitely seem to be having stronger performance. But today this one is showing one full bearish engulfing on good volumes. Maybe this is the one to short tomorrow, I think, to at least 550. Leave ICICI back. Short.
Musa, just go to DCB Bank. DCB Bank.
I'll go there 1 second. Okay. So
Musa, why?
why?
See, I was surprised by the falls in Axis. I think results are out. Even S Bank results are out. So S Bank, IndusInd Bank, all of them results are out. So surprised that they are also falling.
No, but
I can understand public sector.
no, I think that's just a sentiment issue. The results, even if they were good, I don't know what the results were. But just a matter of time, if the sentiment is getting weak, that everything is going to get dragged down, and these will be the banks to actually go back into long later when the markets find a bottom. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that this was actually going up and it had not corrected, because all the other biggies had corrected. So tells me that there is some strength in it, but this is now falling under the weight of everything else going down. It's just one of those pillars. Just
Yesterday it went up 5%. Today I think it is down 5%.
yeah, and today's down move is on big volume, so that's one thing that you have to keep in mind, right? And this is something I think should be shorted to a 550 target at least, and who knows, might just come down in the first few hours tomorrow morning. Right. Okay, so that is Axis. Then which are the other? DCB, right?
Yeah, DCB.
Interesting. Going sideways. I don't think I've ever seen this one's chart ever. What is this? Recently listed or what?
No, it's there from quite some time. I read somewhere it's a good buy for long term.
This is the bank which has a branch on MG Road, no? Next to that Citibank office. The old Citibank.
Yeah, correct.
That prestige building, black one.
Yeah, it's mostly active in Bombay and Gujarat.
Yeah,
These banks.
and at least what I have heard about this bank from somebody who is in the banking industry is that this is about 3 years back, so I don't know if things have changed, that the management of this bank is really not very professional. It's a sort of actually community bank, and that has tried to go spread across, which is good because there is scope for growth, but apparently not very professionally managed. I don't know if this is true anymore, but that's just one thing one may want to sort of look into if possible. For now, it's going sideways, that's for sure. I'm surprised that there's only this much history. If somebody can check up some website and see if the listing happened only in 2014 or what, I'm not sure. That's all I have here. So, but clearly showing some resilience, and 10 rupee rectangle, and I would expect that this would most probably break out, but we'll wait for that. So it's gone up sideways, and then wait for the MACD. Actually waiting for MACD crossovers to happen. We shouldn't wait on this because that would be a little too late. Lagging indicator, but 1 sec. Yeah, I just noticed this. So this green candle here happened on good strong volumes, right? And everything else is on low volumes. So looks like there's definitely some buying interest. For those of us who have a slightly aggressive approach to the market, I would say buy it now itself. Of course, the risk is it could fall down with the rest of the market, but as of now, this is definitely looking strong. So that's one thing just to note technically. It should definitely, on a simple technical basis, it should be on the watch list of banks to buy. So I wouldn't look at PSU banks anymore, but all these other things, DCB, Yes Bank, Axis Bank, I think that other one we saw in IndusInd Bank, there's something else, I think. Don't know. Yeah, these are all
Kotak.
Not Kotak. Kotak is not in junior, no? Something else. Okay.
Kotak is not in junior. No, none of them are in junior.
Okay.
S is in junior. Only S is in junior.
Okay, fine. Take care.
Musa, can you look at Orient Bank also? Just for a minute.
Or down. Obvious, no? What's on the chart? Another PSU bank. Except that today,
Its result was not good. Is it going to take support here and go up?
I don't think so. I wouldn't look for supports at this point. It's broken the 200-day moving average also. And all that on like really big volumes. Of course, now volumes have come down. But no, I mean, see, in terms of trading or investing, why would you want to look at this? I mean, what?
No, I have it. I'm still holding it. I didn't exit. That's why I want.
Okay, but the next question for me is, why do you even have it?
I had it because it had some head and shoulders.
Okay.
Head and shoulders, and I was thinking that it may go to some 400, 390, 400.
Okay. I mean, you see, I mean, after the big rally here, it had this inverted head and shoulder bottom. That is your left shoulder. This is your head, right shoulder. Breakout happened. Didn't really meet the target, but I think technically, once it broke this level, that was the time to get out. Right? So if you're looking for a technical exit, that's already done. And at this point, should you be buying? I would hesitate to say buy. I mean, I would say this. I mean, see, there are better stocks that you could put your money into. That's the reason I asked, why did you have it in the first place? Right? So, if I had to have a list of stocks which I was continuously monitoring, I'd keep maybe the top 4 or 5 PSU banks, and Orient Bank would definitely not be in that list. If I just had SBI, PNB, BOB, Canara Bank maybe or something, that's enough to take care of your requirements on the PSU bank side space. Because almost all the others are just copycats of each other, both in business, in management, in style, in stocks behavior. Yeah, okay. So that. Any other bank? Let's finish the banks.
South Indian Bank. South Indian Bank.
South Bank, is it?
South Indian Bank.
Is this the one? 30 rupee stock? 27 rupees?
I think so. I don't know.
Because I have South Bank. I don't.
Listed as South Indian Bank. It's listed as.
On NSE, what is it? The quote?
On NSE, yeah, on NSE.
South Indian.
Yeah.
I don't have South Indian. I have South Bank.
Yeah, that means this is the one. This is
the one. Okay. Then so this is it. Sitting at a very important support in my my view.
This is where the Pabrai has invested, huh? Pabrai fellow.
Okay. So it's there at 27.50, and if it breaks 27, I would definitely jump out of it. Because I think it'll quickly go to 25.50 or something like that. So, okay, I mean in 2000 the stock was on an adjusted basis 1 rupee, it has become 27 rupees, but that's nothing great compared to many of the other banks. So I don't know why he is invested in that.
Yeah.
But technically it's not something I would want to be involved in. And if it breaks 27, then I think definitely one should be getting out. The thing is, now volumes have dramatically come down, so this is really good support. So I wouldn't get out now. If I was holding, I'd put a stop loss at say 76.80 or something, and then jump out with a limit order. Okay, anything else? Any other banks?
Musa, LIC housing.
That's why I'm putting that up. I wanted to check how the housing companies are doing. Well, this is definitely doing well, and I don't think. Let's look at the volumes. No, volumes are good. Looks like opportunity to buy actually. At some point.
Is it good time to buy?
Could be, yes. Little too early, but if it were to say look out at 450 first or thereabouts, The thing is, it's impossible to say when you see things going down on low volumes like this, where they might suddenly turn around. So could be here. Right now there doesn't seem to be much support according to me. Around 450, another 10-20 rupees down. I think one should look at potential. And by the way, anything we are discussing, like I've been saying for the last 1 month and the next 1 month, please track results. If the results are not out, then that event risk is there. But yeah,
So this result is out.
it's out. Okay. When was? Or was the result good, bad, whatever?
I think it was okay.
Okay.
And Arvind,
Sir, it went up by almost 5.5% today.
yeah, that's why I think result is on 5th. I'm wondering whether to buy before the result.
Yeah, the buy was,
I have
the
something
buy
I
was
want to
here, no, on Arvind. The demerger thing.
No, I already have it, but I want to add more.
Add. What is there to wait? I think you should add. It's clearly a buy. And I think that demerger thing is just going to get, I don't know whether this is because of the demerger story, but whatever it is something cooking on this. And who knows, even 21st, no? Feb? 26th?
No, 5th of Feb.
Result is 5th Feb.
No, when is the demerger?
Demerger, I think there is no date.
There's no date? Okay. 5th Feb, day after tomorrow. Then maybe just people, who are in the know, but be very careful. They'll take the stock price up and for all you know, the thing is not good, it'll just come crashing down. So,
How do we trade then, sir? Because, I already have some positions, so I want to add. If the result is good, it will jump that day and it will go up 10%.
see we don't have control on that. No, you'll have to just take a call. Technically, if you ask me, I'd say buy. With my eyes closed, I'll say buy. Okay? One technical reason and the other one is the demerger story which is there. Now the result itself is an event risk in the short term. So even if it were to fall 5-10%, I think unless it's a horrible result, I think that fall, if any, would be a buying opportunity based on what all we've discussed about Arvind over the last 6 months. And I'm looking from a 2-year perspective down the road, 2017. So you have to be clear, are you doing this for trading or are you doing this for portfolio? If you're trading, then I would say wait. Wait till 5th, let the result come, then take your call. If you're doing this for, building a portfolio, then I would say just buy now also. And then if it drops, don't panic, do that an opportunity. Because the thing is, it comes back to this. We are in the now. I don't know the result, you don't know the result. So what can we do? That's the risk. It's something you will just have to get used to and say that's life. See, the day you understand, and all of us don't, I know I keep talking about it, so sorry if it's repetitive. The day you understand that the result is on 5th, but I might be dead before that, then things will fall into place. Phew, that was a lot of silence. Okay. No, seriously, that's how it is. At least somebody laughed. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Arvind is a buy. Okay, what's next?
L&T.
L&T is over. No, I said buy. Gold, long and futures on L&T.
VHL.
Okay.
VHL. I'm looking at what else in capital goods and power.
Ashok Leyland, sir.
VHL, wow, this is interesting. VHL is no sign of weakness at all. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
Oh, it's green today.
Yeah, it's green all through. Not just green today. This is very, very interesting.
No volume, but.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's definitely an issue. But the fact that for the last 1 week it has basically not corrected, while the rest of the market has been definitely weak, that's interesting, right? But there was volume last week. There's no volume this week, and there is absolutely zero weakness on indicators. Only volume is the concern. But I will stick my neck out on this and say buy. Again, subject to results.
Result is on February 12th.
Okay. Buy. If it comes down 280, the big risk is the result. But buy, and it's like almost what? Where is the resistance? 320. $380. Okay, all those levels we can review later. Let the result come out first. All right. Okay. Next. Madhu had said something.
I think Madhu was around Ashok Leyland.
Sure.
Yeah, Ashok Leyland, correct.
You remember we were discussing this what at 50, yeah? Or 45? 35 to 70, and we talked about the capex cycle, we talked about the revenue growth,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
35 to 70, so even if you say 40 to 70, that's 30 rupees, and what was the lot size? 11,000.
11,000, correct.
So that is 3.3 lakhs, one lot. Over what? 1, 2, 3 months, 1 lakh per month, yeah. Except that here is where a minor heart attack would have happened, here the major heart attack would have happened. 55 to 45, 1 lakh would have gone, and you would have said, what am I doing in life? But after that it went up to 70. So anyhow, just reminding you, sometimes those lessons are learned only that way. This looks like a consolidation again. MACD negative crossover though, so you may want to wait a while. If you're holding this in the spot, keep holding. May come down to 60. But that would possibly be a place to actually accumulate. Nothing else. There was some news on this company. Yesterday or day before somebody mentioned something. I don't remember. Okay, not remembering. But no need to sell a portfolio. Don't buy it as a trader right now. Let it come to 60 or 62, and then we'll review. But still a good one for multiple months. Okay. Let's finish Bobby's list. Gillette. Where is it? Why? What I don't have yet.
I want to mention last week, I've seen quite a few triangles, descending, ascending. I haven't written them, I think a couple of them. But
Yeah.
there are some phases in the market, like August last year, that you'll see a lot of stocks forming triangles and wedges and things like that.
Very true. Okay, so Gillette broke through its multi-year high of 2000. So the .com stock or what? Looks like that only. And then after doing that, it has just what, result yesterday or something, or today rather, because something happened today. That sort of long lower shadow, is that a hanging man or is that just one?
But today was the Today was the RBI thing. Maybe that's
Nah, Gillette will not react this way to RBI. What has Gillette got to do with RBI?
January 10th.
But you'll stop shaving because the interest rate went up, huh? So, no, this is something else. This is news or some result. I don't know what it is. Till we find this out, there's a pause on the analysis of Gillette. Buy it only if it goes above 3,500. Okay, next is what? Omkar. Omkar Chem. Okay, must be the same thing. Big volume today. What happened, Bobby? You bought 50,000 stocks or something?
I didn't. Today was results. Sorry.
So who caused that volume? You only know.
But I was tracking and I wanted to buy it last two weeks back or last week.
You only tell us what you wanted to do. You don't tell us what.
Yeah, Bobby, you'll never buy, Bobby. Why do you want to keep speculating?
Yeah, I'm going to open my second account. This on my own, like not my dad's. I stopped using my dad's.
What we want to do, or rather what we wanted to do, is irrelevant in life. I don't know. I think except for Anthony, all the rest of us have wasted too much of our lives. I hope you guys, I don't know if you disagree. I'm sorry. Okay. At least I know I have. So can't be talking about what could have, should have and all. Bloody hell do, man. What's the worst thing? You lose some money, that's all. Okay. So Omkar looks like to buy only. What else to say? So, right. Yeah, 180, 200. No. Network 18. These guys were bought over by Reliance, right? Okay. Yo, nothing.
Cup and handle, sir. Near your cup and handle.
Correct. And I think this week sometime, maybe next 2-3 days also, not till Friday, you'll get an MACD crossover on this. Nice cup and handle. And good support there at what is that price, around 57, 58. Very little volume. So by the way, I don't know, there is some speculation now about the impending launch of Reliance Jio. Actually that speculation will go on for 3 months now. But, some people are saying Feb, some people are saying for sure in March. I don't know how they launch, but content could definitely be from Network 18. So on that basis, yeah, you could think about buying it, but technically one should wait for 70 to break out. On the other hand, you can buy now, the stop loss below 56, $4. That's almost 8%. And then probably,
Given the spot stop loss?
sorry? Yeah, spot stop loss.
Given the spot.
Why, this is in the FNO side, huh?
No, it is not in FNO.
Then
No, if it, you see, why you are saying stop loss 56, if it breaks 56, it may come down to 50 or 45?
I think it will go down to at least 52 then. 52, maybe 50 then. Yeah, that's, you're saving yourself a 10% loss further.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any other stock? Anyone?
So that day we had given call, long calls on Friday, GMR Infra.
Ah. Hi, mother son is at the trend line. Nothing on the volume. I don't know if results are out.
No, it's on 7th.
7th. Watch out. It's 440 breaks, then 420, and then after that 380. Would be possible. 400. Okay. Just at the trend line or broken the trend line. Volumes are not significant, so there's nothing much to say. I think only the results will trigger the next move. Okay. Yeah. What was that? GMR, right?
GMR. I think what we said that day, major ones are GMR and.
So today one correction, which is just to be expected after a move of almost 10%, I think. More than that actually, from 17 rupees to 20 rupees is like 20% move. This is profit booking. I would use any dip to buy and all. And MACD is just gone over 0 now. It's at 0.14. So yeah, I think definitely a buy. So like I said, portfolio 24, 25, 30, 35. Let it take a year, I don't care, but that will be a really good return. If it does that, it'll probably do better. There's of course.
So you had said buy at 18 to 18.5.
Yeah, today's low was what? 18.6. Didn't even come there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now why did you say that? Why did you say 18 to 18.5? I was just.
Sometimes I don't know why I say what I say, but I say them for a reason. That's all I know. I probably say less than 20% of the thoughts that are zooming through my head as I see the charts. I don't know. I think it's just something I've picked up. It's like, where I put that white light now, I'm trying to look at where price actions have happened. So if you look at this, this level, there is a high here. Okay, there are two lows here, and right here is in the middle of that entire candle cluster there. And my mind would have just picked up something like that and decided. So around that price is where a good zone of support probably is there. There's definitely good support at 1760, 1750, and obviously there's very, very strong support at 1650, but I don't expect 1650 at this point at all, no way. And the reason I don't expect 1650 at this point at all is because of the 20% rise that happened on really, really impressive volumes. So I'm not expecting this to come back down by 20%. And that was in the other chart. Let me get rid of this. Where is that? That trend line I had drawn, even the worst imaginable trend line I can draw, has broken the trend has been broken. So when I see things like this, I am not expecting major reversals anymore. So if you look at the price zone, it is there. This will have to come back all the way to 17 rupees. Do I expect that? No. I think it's just given the volumes, and that's the reason. So why specifically 1850? I don't know what I would have thought that time, but technically this is my explanation for now. So I hope, if that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Any other? What are the other calls we gave?
Except, I think other major calls were R Power,
Yeah.
Siemens,
Power has corrected today, and let's see. Okay, again on low volumes. That's what I would expect, and we'll probably take support somewhere at around. Let's see. It's probably a nice zone here. Sorry. So this is your, as we all know, sort of bowl with a premature breakout, and then that's when the actual breakout happened. And that breakout, let me take out that volume. Clearly, happened on volume. Then again, this candle on volume. This is just a correction in my opinion. So 64, 63, good place to buy. Just go back and look at that. The BSE power index we spoke about. It's at a good support, and so is R Power in my opinion. So yeah, again, just like GMR, in terms of having it as part of your core portfolio, I would say the same thing for R Power.
Musa, look at Tata Power also.
Yeah, by the way, both for GMR, R Power, and for Tata Power also, you may all want to, those who are willing to take the risk, look at holding long futures for multiple months, just like we discussed for Ashok Leyland. And if you want to do it with protection, of course, you can do that. But that's just another way of playing the positional game. Okay, Tata Power big correction today, massive red candle, very little volumes though. So I think the two risks that you have to look at, one is the results and whether the results for each of these companies is out, and second is what may or may not get announced in the budget on something to do with infrastructure or power or tax incentives, I don't know, for these segments of the sector of the economy. And those could sort of really make or break the next move that has to happen in any of these companies. So That's how I would look at it. So on this one,
If you want to hold it only till budget, expecting a pre-budget rally.
then well, tomorrow could be the time to buy Tata Power. Sorry, it's coming back to the outer downtrend line. Could be a good place of support. 85, 87 right now. Right, so somewhere there. So the thing is to look at results and see if one make sure the result risk is out. But anywhere between this price and 85 is where I would buy. And if you want to time the market or get more specific about it, then I would be having an intraday chart of this tomorrow and seeing how this behaves intraday basis. Find some support, 85, 86, very good support range in my opinion. Yeah.
So these two are buys, Reliance and Tata.
Reliance, Tata, GMR.
Hello.
Yeah. LNT.
Buys.
Yeah.
Time duration?
Next several months.
Okay.
Okay. What else?
So, Musa, how much more time will we be on?
Well, that's it. I think we have this one.
What's the Excite?
Right.
I just wonder, Moses, is like, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to, probably at some point we should take a look at all the global events and all this. I just sent two links.
Yeah, we should. I
those.
agree. No, this year is going to be a lot of global events. We should definitely keep an eye out for that. We discussed that in the last IMR on Friday. So whether it's European stuff or printing money or US becoming stronger or whatever, there is a lot of stuff that's going to happen this year. And we need to be careful about that. And the link you have sent on deflation, Chinese factories struggling. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of concern. Exide, well, I don't know again the results are out or not, but it's going up on good volumes, correcting on low volumes. And I think it's just a question of the stock getting used to being a 200 rupee stock. And once that does that, then higher levels. Exide is a buy.
The results were not good, but still it went up.
Yeah, so the results people tend to, there's the initial knee-jerk reaction for short-term traders and all of that. And then there's another set of people who probably think about how the company could be in the next few months and quarters. And those people who then say, okay, this drop now is a buying opportunity, they are the ones who I think, the more seasoned ones, the deeper pocket ones, the more informed ones, those are the guys who eventually end up buying. Okay, so are we done for today? Anything else?
Yeah.
Done? Okay. Great. So, good. So, let's do this next week on that mentorship thing and discuss this portfolio business. So like I said, one small cap, large cap, both on the spot and derivative side. And then I think if we have time after doing all that, then we'll look at the cap space also. And put some structure to that thing so that we can really track and go after the setups. Otherwise, we are missing too many. That's what I'm getting a feeling of. Not nice. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for your participation. I hope the recording will be up, or recording will be up only tomorrow, I think afternoon or something. I'm out in the morning. But I'll send out the link as soon as it's there, right? Okay, thank you. Have a good night and make some money. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.